Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of Tea Rama with Deborah. Grab your teacups, grab your mugs, and come along with me as today I do something different. Normally I review C-dramas, K-dramas, Taiwanese dramas, but today we're gonna be reviewing a Lakorn, which is the name for a Thai drama, so a drama from Thailand. So I'm gonna be reviewing a Lakorn today. Without further ado, come along with me on this journey as we review a Thai drama, a Thai Lakorn. Let's go. Alright, so today we're going to be reviewing a drama by the name of, I'm probably gonna butcher this, forgive me, Bpoop Phaeh Saniwaat, which means love destiny in English. I'm gonna be looking down at my notes. If you're not familiar with my reviews, I normally keep notes so I remember the important points that I want to bring down. So I'm gonna be looking down at my notes sometimes while I'm talking, just so you know if you see me looking down. But it's titled Love Destiny. It has 15 episodes. They're gonna be 3 extra special just because it's a real hit drama right now. It's the rave everywhere, and truly it is worth the hype of it all. 12 episodes have aired so far as at this week. It airs every Wednesday and Thursday, and the subs actually do come out really fast for it, but you have to be in a private group to be able to see the subs and all. So like I said, this is a drama called Bpoop Phaeh Saniwaat, which means love destiny, starring Bella and Pope. Now let me tell you a little bit about the summary of the drama, and then I'll tell you about my first thoughts when I started this drama, or before I started this drama. Okay, so the summary of this drama, it's about our female lead who is called a Nang Eng in Thai dramas, in Lakorns. I'm just gonna be saying Lakorns because Thai dramas is too long, one or 2 words, but in Lakorns the female lead is called the Nang Eng. So the Nang Eng in this drama is Kate Surong, who is this fun-loving, mischievous girl who studies what's it called, history, archaeology, I guess, and all, but she is from the modern world and she has a fun personality and one day, but fun, mischievous, but not over the top idiotic personality, and she travels back in time and goes into the body of this lady called Karakade. Now, Karakade, the real Karakade, not Kate Surang from the future, but Karakade of the past, like thousands of years ago, is this girl who has this really bad personality. She's very wicked and all, and everyone literally hates her. She's engaged to her uncle's son, the Phaeh, who is the male lead of this drama, called Podate, and he totally hates her because of how wicked she is and all, and he's in love with this other girl called Janwan, and all meaning Janwan, and that other girl, the Janwan girl, one day comes to visit his house, and the Karakade, the real Karakade, tries to kill her, but instead kills her servant and not her. And so during the investigation, everyone suspected Karakade as the one who killed her. And so they decided to do this spell. It's called the Moon Sutra, and if they do the spell, whoever is the person that killed the servant will die. And so when they did the spell, Karakade died, and Kate Surang and her met in the other world because Kate Surang also got into an accident. And so when Kate Surang got into an accident, she met Karakade, and Karakade begged her to go to the past, get into her body and do good in her body because she lived a very bad life and she was going to hell. And so Kate Surang comes into Karakade's body, and when she wakes up she finds out that everyone hates her, and she is this really nice person. She's like the total opposite of karakade and of the real karakade. And so that's what the story is about. The real Kate Surang going into the past and living in the past. And oh, Bpoop Phaeh, do I hear anybody saying Bpoop Phaeh for people who have watched this? Yeah, it does remind me of Bpoop Phaeh in that aspect. But anyway, that's what the summary of the story is all about. Now let's go into what my first thoughts were before I started this drama. Well, before I started this drama, I looked at the female lead and I wanted to really watch it because of Bella, because I'm a huge fan of Bella. I love her dramas, and she can act. Like, it's not easy finding people who can act these days, but Bella can bring it to the table. So I wanted to watch it, but then I looked at the male lead and I'm sorry to him and his fans, but at that moment he wasn't handsome to me compared to the Nadex of this world and the Max of this world and all, for those who watch Lakorn and you know who I'm talking about. But he wasn't as handsome as these people that are my faves, and so I didn't really want to watch it because of him. But I am so glad that Bella, my love for Bella pushed me into watching it, because oh my gosh, right now I am in love with him and all. And he's, like I said, he's played by the actor named Bpoop. I love Bpoop right now. Dude can actually act and they have the most insane chemistry ever. Now let's go into what I love about this drama and why I think you should watch this drama. The thing I really love about this drama is the friendship between our female lead and her best friend from the future, who is also in the past. So in the future, there was this guy that she got along with and she was in love with, called Kunrung, and Kunrung was in love with her even though she had dorky glasses. She never wore makeup. She was fat like the karakade, or the Kate Surang in the future was fat and all, and she wore dorky glasses, and she was really dorky, not in an idiotic way. She was quite brilliant actually, but she was just a funny, mischievous kind of girl. But he loved her, and I think that's one thing I loved about him in the future, that even though she's not what most people might consider beautiful in the future, but he really sincerely did love her. So I love their friendship in the future. And then when she comes into the past, she meets someone that looks exactly like, no kidding, it's the same actor. This is 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms creepy. But someone who looks exactly like him, that's also as nice as him, and they hit it off like immediately they meet. Even though he had heard bad things about her and all, I love that at first he didn't even judge her. And when she came and she was bringing her crazy antics and wordings from the future, you know how us in the future or in the modern days right now, we have these slangs that we use that if you go into the past, people would think you're crazy, or it probably means something else in the past. But I love how regardless of what she says or what she does or how different and crazy she might seem to everyone else, he appreciates and accepts her for who she is and is really her friend. And even when he realizes that his best friend is in love with her, who is our male lead, his best friend is our male lead, and when he realizes his best friend no longer hates her but actually loves her, he sincerely backs off, moves on to another girl, and even comes to her for advice, telling her, dude, I do love you, but I realize my best friend loves you, so I'm gonna back off and move on to someone else. Can you help me get this girl? I really love her friendship with Kunrung, so much so that I ship them together. And this is one drama that I literally ship her with everyone, which is the second reason why you should watch it. Bella has great chemistry with all the guys. It's amazing how all the guys fall in love with her. And when you watch it, you know how sometimes you watch certain dramas, all these Bpoop Phaeh type dramas, where you see all the guys or the princes fall in love with the girl, and you're like, it doesn't make sense. Why are you all falling in love with the girl? Because she's beautiful, that's all, that's literally it. But in this, you can understand why they all fall in love with the girl, because you yourself, you're in love with her. It's impossible not to love her with her crazy antics. So you understand why they're in love with her, and you really ship them because they have great chemistry. And like there's this scene where she was fighting with these Chinese guys and stuff from the past, and one guy comes into the picture, a new guy comes into the picture, and immediately he comes in, like they haven't even talked, and I was already shipping them. I'm like, oh my god, I ship these people so badly. Like the chemistry is just insane that she has with her co-stars. So that's another reason why you should watch it. The third reason why I love this drama, and why I feel like you should watch this drama is because of her uncle. He is the kindest person. Even when she was wicked and all and evil, like when the real karakade was alive, he still loved her. And it's so hard in this world to meet people who are unconditionally kind and accepting like that, regardless of how horrible you are. They have faith in you and they're still kind to you. Like they don't let the way you act towards them affect the way they act towards you. It's so hard to do that in this day and time, to be kind to someone that's evil to you. But her uncle is the kindest, literally kindest person ever. So I really love that about this drama. You definitely need to check it out. And how her uncle always has her back, regardless of what other people says. He always, literally, there was only one time when he really like talked back to her, and that time I guess it related with culture and tradition, so I understand, even though I didn't support his actions and all, but he is the kindest person ever. So watch this drama because of her uncle. The fourth reason why I love this drama and why you definitely need to check this drama out is because of her two servants. So she has these two servants called Ppin and PM, who obviously when she was evil, she was really mean to, like she abused them physically, emotionally, verbally, but they were still loyal to her. They still had her back, they still helped her. And also I liked how when she became kind, all their loyalty through the years of her being evil and wicked to them paid off when the karakade from the future came into her body and she was nice to them. And not only are they really loyal, but they're hilarious. It's the most hilarious thing ever. I just love their love for her. How maybe when she's going to be beaten up by her future mother-in-law, they all gather around and protect her and take the beating for her. It's the most amazing friendship, because theirs is more of a master-servant relationship, but more of a friendship. So you definitely need to check it out because of her two servants or friends called Ppin and PM. The next reason why you need to watch this drama is because of the chemistry between our male leads. Our lead, the female, and lead male have the craziest chemistry once they actually do get together and all, and once he starts falling for her. And you can see, like, each time he's close to her, you can just see how he just wants to be around her, he wants to touch her, and blah and blah. The chemistry is just insane. I'm like, can you guys just kiss already? Like, it's okay, like we understand, just do something freaking already. And all, we've been waiting all our lives for this moment. But I definitely love the chemistry between our male leads. There's this line he used in episode 12 where she asked him, isn't he bothered about how everyone thinks she's crazy? Like, doesn't that bother him that his future wife might be deemed crazy because of how she acts and all? And he's like, well, if you're crazy, then I'm crazy too, because I love you and stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is the sweetest thing ever. You need to watch it to understand what I'm talking about. But they have the most insane chemistry ever, which I absolutely love, especially when you look back at their history and see how they've come to where they are, especially with her, because he fell for her first and all, which is another thing that I like about this drama, and I'll get into next. But you come to appreciate their chemistry even more and really root for them. You really sincerely do root for these two couples to be together, and you wish the best for them. So I really love that about this drama. The next thing I love about this drama is that how the female lead literally like ships them. ships the male lead with other people before she fell in love with him. She literally shipped him. It was the most hilarious thing, considering the real karakade wanted to kill the second female lead. But when this Kate Saran from the future comes into her body, because she still loves Kunrung and not him, like she still loves the Kunrung from the future, and then she sees this guy in the past that looks like that Kunrung, so her feelings are all over the place, and she hasn't really started falling for a male lead, a PX called Pode yet. So she ships him with the other girls, and she's like trying to give them opportunities to be together, and everyone's looking at her like, dude, are you crazy? You always used to put up a big feat if they were together, and no one really trusted her and all. But it's amazing because it was those actions, it was when she stopped caring for him and stopped really showing that she loved him, unlike the real karakade, who it was obvious that she loved this guy and she went to extremes for this guy and all. But when this karakade stopped caring for him, that was when he started paying attention to her, which is what I wish that in the end, which I'll get into when I reach what the things I hate. But he finds out who she really is, and I didn't like that, because I'd have loved it if he had just kept on thinking it was our real karakade and all that has changed and is good and all. It would have made the love story even better, at least for me. That's my personal opinion. But I just love how he starts falling in love with her when she stops paying attention to him and all, and she's good and literally pushing him on the other girls, and he's like, dude, are you crazy? You are the one who's betrothed to me. Why are you pushing me with other girls? But dude, we knew you wanted to be with this other girl, and you were trying to be with this other girl just a few episodes ago and all. It's the funniest thing ever. You need to see it for yourself. The next thing I love about this drama is the history lessons and all. You learn so much about Thai history because it's based on historical facts, obviously with fiction thrown in there, but it's based on true history, historical figures. So it's really nice to learn something about the Thai history. I'd like to see more dramas like this, and it does have the perfect balance of history and romance, so one doesn't overpower the other. And even the politics and all, the politics, because it does have politics in it with the whole history entwined with the romance and all. I like how one doesn't overpower the other, and it's the right balance of everything that doesn't get you bored, because I'm a history buff, so I normally would love such things. But even someone that's not a history buff or into politically themed dramas would absolutely love this drama and still feel good about this drama and not get tuned out by the whole politics and history of it all. So you'd really love to learn about this culture and the Thai culture. So that's something that I love about this drama, how they showed us how everything came to be and all, how the snacks that we see these days in Thailand were created in the past by this girl called Kid Ma, and just things like that. So I really like that about this drama. The next thing that I love about this drama is how, unlike most time travel dramas, while she's trying to adapt to the new environment she's in and all, she doesn't just automatically know the traditions, how to speak like them, how to act like them, how to be like them. She's still her from the future. It's just she's in someone else's body, and instead of becoming the past, she brings the future with her, her characters from the future, the food style from the future, her thought process from the future, but somehow makes it work in a way that it balances out with the past, and it doesn't totally crap or poop on the past traditions and ways. So I really like that, because most time travel dramas, you see how she enters this girl's body and all, our female lead enters this girl's body, and suddenly everything is good. She knows how to speak the language, she acts like them, she accepts everything, etc and etc. But this, you can see that this girl is clearly not from here. Like everyone, it's obvious to everyone that there's something very different from her, and she speaks like she's from another world, not like she's one of us. She doesn't, yeah, she might know some words because she studied history and all, or archaeology, but there's a huge difference between her and us. So I really like that about this drama. I also like how when she went to the past, she really tried to teach them some things. Like she brought some knowledge from the future, like on malaria and things like that, on pillows and your neck, because you see how you watch historical dramas and you see them sleeping on this hard as heck pillow. She made pillows from the future, just things. She wasn't useless, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So I really love that about this drama and about our female lead, how she's really knowledgeable and all, and she's not just basically useless and learning everything again. So I love that about this drama and how independent she is. Another thing that I absolutely love about this drama is, unlike most dramas which there's a time travel involved and they don't show us what happened to the other body, in this we clearly know what happened to the two bodies, and we still see the real karakade spirits or ghosts from time to time, even though it's left us with some questions. Is she really in hell? If she's in hell, why is she able to talk with Kate Surang and all? And just gives you some questions. But I love how it's not just, oh, she's coming to the past and the other person is dead and that is it, and we actually do see the future and how people in the future are dealing with it, her family, how they're dealing with the loss. So I really like that detail that was not missed, because you always wonder what's happening in the future. Do her family know she's missing? Do they think she's sleeping? Do they know she's dead? How are they acting? This actually answered that question for us. So I really like that about this drama. Now let's go to the things that I don't like so far about this drama, and then you'll consider if you don't want to watch it because of these reasons, but they're really minor, which is number one, the mother of our male lead, who is her aunt and all. I didn't like the way she acted towards Karakade, because yeah, I understand that Karakade in the past was evil and so everyone hated her because of that, but it felt like when she was trying to change, everyone became who she was before, because they were so wicked towards her. And I understand she wronged you, but two wrongs don't make a right, and I guess that's why I really love the uncle, because regardless of how evil she was, he was still kind to her when she was good and when she was evil. But these people, when she became kind, they turned evil on her, and I'm like, this is not right. You're becoming the same thing you hate. And I think that's what I really didn't like, even though the mom changed later on. But that's something I really don't like about this drama, especially the mom servant and how the mom servant judges her and treats her like an equal, when dude, you're the servant and oh, she's your master, you shouldn't be treating her this way. So I really don't like that power level between her and the mom servant and the dynamics and relationship between two of them. The next thing that I really didn't like about this drama, or I don't want about this drama, is Janwaat, who is our second female lead's relationship with the second main lead, Kunrung. I don't know why, but I feel like he deserves better. I really don't like the Janwaat character, e.g. because even when Karakade was trying to change and all, and she noticed that she was trying to change, she was still mean to her. Why? Because our male lead was beginning to fall for her. So wait, you were in love with someone else that, and now I'm speaking about the second female lead, was in love with this male lead, clearly knowing he was engaged with someone else, but she felt because he loved her, she had the right to be in love with him, and because the girl was wicked, she had the right to be in love with him and do what she was doing, which some would even consider an affair in the past. But now that she's kind and our male lead, who is legally is that the word that I should say, or rightfully engaged to her and all, and he has a right to fall in love with her since he's her fiance and she's his fiance, is in love with her, you're suddenly mad at her like it's her fault. It's not her fault that he loves her. If you have someone to be angry with, be angry at the male lead. I hate that thing when girls, like a guy is cheating on you and you go to the girl. No, be angry at the man. He's the one who cheated on you, not the girl. Be angry at the guy, not the girl. And so I hated how she used to put her anger and her jealousy on Karakade and all the fake Karakade. I really didn't like how Janwaat was treating the fake Karakade. So that's something else about the drama that I did not like. And that's why I don't ship her with Kunrung, because I just feel like she's She's those kind of two-faced people that can be snakes in green grasses. If you give them the time of day and the chance, she can be a snake in the green grass. So I don't really like her in this drama and all. The next thing I don't like about this drama, even though I understand, like, it didn't really bug me, but there was this speech he gave in episode 12 that really riled me up. But how they just degrade women, and they're like, the woman is a man's property, she can be abused. And I think that was my limit, because everything else I'm like, I understand this. In the past it really didn't bug me, but then there's a scene where someone is probably going to be abused or was going to be abused, but it didn't happen at the end of the day. And when our female lead asks our male lead about it, he's like, yes, the husband has the right to beat up his wife if she messes up and blah blah blah. And I'm like, who are you and what have you done with the male lead that I am in love with? So just know, yeah, if you're a feminist in the extreme way, or a feminist who doesn't know how to separate fiction from reality in terms of dramas and real life, this might really rile you up and you might hate the drama because of that. So maybe you should stay away from the drama. But if you're really good with separating reality and fiction, and you realize that this is a drama and literally how things were in the past, but it's no longer that way, then definitely check out this drama. You will definitely not regret checking out this drama. Like I did say, this is a very fun, historically informative drama, romance drama, with just the right balance of history, historical facts, romance and comedy, because it does have comedy, but not an idiotic kind of comedy or an over-the-top comedy. And also I really love that about this drama. I love the little things you see, like the little moments are what makes the big difference. Like when the male lead, you see, is acting towards the female lead like he doesn't care, but then you can see that he really does care, and then a few minutes later he lets her know that he really does care and all. And obviously this is when your relationship gets better. But I love that about this drama. So definitely check this out, check this drama out. If you love what you've heard so far about this drama, or if you're interested, check this drama out. Final grade for this drama is gonna be an A, and the only reason why I'm not gonna give this drama an A+ is because the last 3 episodes are not yet out, and I want to see the last 3 episodes first before I make my final judgment on this drama, because you know a drama can be good and they just mess you up at the end, right? So hopefully they don't mess this up and it keeps going at the pace that it's going, because right now they're doing a really good job. This is also a drama that's based on the book, and the book had a perfect ending, so hopefully it works that way with this drama too. But yeah, let me know what you all think about this drama once you check it out. Don't forget to give this video a like, don't forget to share, subscribe, and keep being awesome, beautiful people you are. From me to you all, you know I've got nothing but love for you all. Stay awesome.